The 2K quality of life update drama continues to worsen, with an official response from 2K and serious backlash from fans. In what is perhaps nothing short of a miracle, 2K has decided to respond to their customers regarding BioShock Remastered. That's funny, considering that players have been calling for the BioShock Remastered series to be updated for years, and 2K has not bothered to respond to those complaints before. On the 3rd of September, the official response is as follows. 2K are aware of the possible impacts related to the recent update and are working to resolve. Our players' experience is paramount and will update our community with more information as it becomes available. What can we take from this new statement? Well, there's a few things we can interpret from this response. Firstly, we can see that 2K remains confident that adding a launcher to a video game can be considered an update. But can it? Well, that's debatable. According to definition, an update is to make something more modern or suitable for use now by adding new information or changing its design. We can look at the contents of the update and say that the game itself has not been updated in any way. There are no improvements to its design, and all existing flaws in the game were not addressed. What we can see is that a launcher has been added to its startup. Now, regretfully, game launchers are all the rage. All of the fat cats are doing it. They're modern in design. However, the inclusion of a launcher has not benefited the game from a technical standpoint. It has not made the game more accessible to its player base, and it has hindered operations on modern systems, including the Steam Deck. So as an update, it's failed anyway. If the customers' and players' experience is paramount, then where were the quality of life updates to address the crashing of the BioShock Remastered releases on PC, which have been reported since 2016? The statement, "Our players' experience is paramount," is a very bold statement, and perhaps not the best statement to make when existing issues with the game have been ignored for 6 years. Clearly, the player's experience was not important enough, as to this date in 2022, no resources have been allocated to making the game more stable for the players. The statement just appears like your typical corporate bullshit apology. These words, where the focus is put on providing the customer with the best of everything, are regurgitated by any big company when their actions have caught the attention of negative press. The problem is, we know that corporations just want money. The player's experience being paramount is only something that matters when things go wrong. If players' experience really mattered, they would have done their research. They know that their launchers are badly received on newer games, and they should have predicted that the backlash would be extreme if they tried to add it to older games. People enjoyed BioShock, and people want to play it again. Now, on Steam Deck, they can't, since this update. The final point to address in this statement is how they say possible impacts. Them stating that the practice of adding a launcher has possibly impacted the customer's experiences, that they clearly care about, is a failure of them to accept any accountability. What are they saying here? That the thousands of angry customers reporting the same problem are not true? How much time do you need to investigate this? From the quantity of responses, it's clear that the problem is not a possibility and is a fact. 2K are buying themselves time, and they look incredibly bad while doing so. It is not something that is possibly happening. It's right in front of their eyes. The statement really comes across as insulting the intelligence of their customers, the very same customers that they previously mocked when they said that their launcher would improve the quality of life of their gaming experience. This, of course, was a blatant lie, because it only benefits 2K's data collection. I can see that lying seems to be 2K's latest way of communicating with their customers. Not immediately accepting responsibility here was a further bad move by 2K, but we can see why they have acted this way. If they listen to their customers' experiences here, the only solution is to remove the launcher. And what will this lead to? Simple. More backlash. Backlash in their current and upcoming releases asking for the removal of the launcher in these games as well. The only way 2K could have won their launcher war would have been to leave the older games alone and slowly creep it into their modern releases. But someone in the boardroom got a little bit too greedy. Now, the company image has been tarnished. 2K have acted in a psychopathic way. They look out of touch, deceitful, excessively greedy, lacking guilt, lacking responsibility, and happy to engage in anti-player practices. And I suppose the question we're left with is this what the future of the gaming industry is going to be like? Are 2K going to pull out from Steam altogether? Companies seem to be favouring the Epic Game Store. Now, why is this? It seems a lot less vocal there. There's no forum for people to complain in, and there's no reviews for people to complain in. So, I feel like a lot of companies are going to pull out of Steam because Steam allows the consumer to have a voice and be able to speak up. But companies like Epic, they don't really care about the customer either. And it seems like a lot of the Fat Cat studios are going to perform as much anti-consumer practice as they can, and pulling away from Steam will help them achieve this goal.